Hey, what's up, guys? I'm glad you're here. I want to take just a few minutes today to answer a really good question that was sent in by a podcast listener. It is, how did you get into running, and was it easy for you in the beginning, or was it difficult? I like this question because running is near and dear to my heart. It's something that I've always enjoyed doing, and I've enjoyed doing for a long, long time. I'm fairly decent at it. It puts me around really cool people. It takes me to really cool places and allows me to see stuff and experience stuff that I would never see and experience before in my life without running. But the part that I want to hone in on is, was it easy for you in the beginning, or was it difficult? Because this is a story that I don't often get to tell. I never ran, or on a regular basis. I never ran for racing or fitness or anything like that on any consistent basis until I decided I wanted to become a Navy SEAL. When I decided I wanted to be a SEAL, I had to take a physical standards test, all right? And part of that physical standards test was a 1.5 mile run on the track. And I went and took that test multiple times every month for 5 or 6 months straight before I passed that 1.5 mile run. And it wasn't a hard time. It wasn't a fast time. I think we had like 10 minutes or more to finish that run. And it was on a nice flat track with a great surface. You could wear tennis shoes and running shorts and all that. That's how bad I was at running. And the only time I passed that run it was my last chance to take that PST. I had a date set that I was supposed to ship off to Navy boot camp. I had one more try to pass this PST. I could pass everything else, the swim, the push-ups, the pull-ups, the sit-ups, but the run I couldn't pass. And I had one more try. If I failed it, they were going to have to move my ship-off date in order to give me more time to hopefully get better and pass this run. I passed it on that last try. And I'll never forget the pain I experienced training just to pass that 1.5 mile run. I had terrible shin splints, all right? I was overweight. I was way too heavy to be running. I think at the time I was probably around 210 pounds. I'm probably 165 pounds now, 170 pounds now. And I remember training to pass that run. I would run throughout the week a couple of times, and I would wake up in the morning after a training run, and I would put my feet on the ground, and some mornings the pain that would shoot up through my shin bones was so bad that I would just fall over in the floor. I mean, any of you guys who have experienced shin splints will know what I'm talking about. It is not fun. It is not easy to stay on your feet and to work through that, right? Anyhow, I finally passed the run, and I actually went to the Navy, as most of you guys know, and I was totally unprepared to go to SEAL training, to go to BUDS. And I went through boot camp, and by the grace of God, in a weird way, I know that's a weird statement, they found I had a pericardial cyst on my heart, all right? And so what happened is they kicked me out of the Navy. I had to go back home, and it took me a year to have this elective heart surgery to remove this cyst from my heart. And during that year is when I actually got good at running. I had the heart surgery, I recovered from the heart surgery, and I had, 5 or 6 months on the back end of that, and I knew that running was still my weak point, and that is the period of time that I really hunkered down and I got good at running. The shin splints went away, the pain went away over time, which is what you'll find if you're just getting into running. It's going to suck at first. You're going to have weird pains, weird aches. You're probably going to have some injuries, although shin splints are not an injury. IT band pain is not an injury. Plantar fasciitis is not an injury. people will call them that. You have to work through those things because your body has to adapt to this new load or to this new thing that you haven't really done to any significant extent in many, many years. You got to give it time to do that. And so I got good at running. During that period of time, I was out of the Navy. I went back into the Navy, went to Buds, and I continued to get better and better at running over the course of the years to the point that I realized, wow, I'm actually pretty good at this now. I'm better than 95% of the people in my class at this specific thing, right? And so going all the way through SEAL training, all the way through my Navy career, that's where I really developed my love for running. Now that's spanning the course of over a decade, man, that it really took for me to not only get good at running and to continue to get better, for my body to adapt, for it to become an enjoyable thing and not a painful thing, and then eventually to develop this love for this activity of running, the simplicity of it, the feeling you get, the people it puts you around, the competitive aspect of it. All of those things are great. Requires very low investment, and it's actually good for you once your body adapts. So it took me a long, long time. No, I haven't always been a good runner. No, it wasn't easy for me to get into it. It was really hard. And that's pretty much going to be the story of any new thing that you try to do, no matter what it is. It's going to be hard. You're going to have to go through a season where you're learning, adapting, adjusting, figuring it out before it is going to become an enjoyable thing. At least that's pretty much across the board in terms of fitness endeavors that you guys might have. So if you're just getting into running, man, I hope this encourages you. I hope you know that, at least for my story, I wasn't born into it. I wasn't born with any special talent to be able to run. I still don't possess any special talent to run. I've just stuck with it for a long, long time, and it's become part of who I am. We just went on a 10-mile run this morning. So hope this helps you out. Hope this encourages you. If you guys are watching the show today on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. If you're listening on audio, please just follow the podcast on whatever audio app or platform you're using, whether it's iTunes or Spotify. It helps us out tremendously. And yeah, man, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you got something out of this. Enough said.